This is a little bit more of a philosophical topic that's been brewing in my head over time as I scale my one person coaching business, where basically I think giving somebody a reason to follow you plays a massive role in the way that you attract and convert followers, clients, students, etc. Because what happens there is when you have a strong sense of identity and a good brand, people then follow along on the journey. And it's not just the colors, the shapes, and all of that that surround your banner, your featured section, the way that you look. It's the ideas that brew, the models that you create, and being able to document that journey gives somebody else a reason to follow you because you then become a leader, and leaders lead, right? We don't want to be told what to do. We want others to find a common interest and be able to come in and follow the journey. So a very simple way that I've done this is like I document my entire journey online, on LinkedIn, through email. I'm very transparent about everything that I do. And that stemmed from me just going, I want to make $1 million this year. Here is the path, here is the model, and here's how I'm going to get there. And on occasion, maybe quarterly or ever since I've started doing different things with my email list or my socials, I will then tell people how close I am to that goal, and people have a reason to follow. When they have that reason, then they're kind of intrigued by how you're doing things. And I found, I used to have content plans and all of that stuff. Now I'm just documenting my way along, whether I'm serving a client or had a win with a student, had a problem that I solved or developed a different model to get to a destination, which kind of piques somebody's interest. And what I found is by doing that, a lot of people that are a one-man business or a solopreneur will latch onto those things versus, somebody else who teaches scaling big teams that has setters and closers and all of that. They're more interested in how does this person get the leverage and make the money or do what he does with that success by using his own model. And I name models, right? I give them characters. I give them a personality. Like I've got the inbound maker system to attract clients. I've got the power writing framework and all these little bits and pieces within a universe that helps somebody latch on and follow along. And what I found is like naming these models and creating that personality invokes curiosity as well. It's like, oh, how can I have this thing that I don't have that doesn't sound conventional? And this stemmed from me following all the big fish like Alex Hormozy, or all the other kind of business people that are around where, they have multi-million or billion-dollar businesses. We're taking advice from somebody so far ahead that it doesn't make sense. So to me, it was like, of course, he's talking about hustling and working weekends and doing this and doing that. He has a 20-man team, for example. He's got scale in the back of his head. Whereas all I want is a low-stress business with high leverage and more free time. I'm not looking to make billions. I'm kind of looking to make a comfortable living and pursue whatever freedom is, whatever that freedom number is for me. So think about that when you take advice from somebody whose model doesn't resonate, because then you're kind of following along and comparing and modeling something that is vastly different and doesn't make a lot of sense because, what may work for somebody like Hormozy may not work for you. So another thing that I've done is I've kind of filtered who I take advice from, and I only take advice from mentors or coaches or people in my universe that are very similar in nature to what I do. I'm a writer, I like email, I like inbound, I'm a little bit introverted and stuff like that. If I start listening to the Warren Buffetts of the world and all these people, I have tremendous amounts of praise for people like that, and I've learned a lot, but I've started to double down on a system that works for me. And by documenting all of that, I give people a sense of identity and a reason to follow. So if there's a takeaway for today, leaders lead and give them that reason to follow along.